Okay, thought that would turn off. Since my phone's playing it. Man, I haven't flown that helicopter of mine in exactly 1 year. April 18th last year. Today's the 22nd, is it? Interesting date, 2/2. That's my date, right? Funny enough, I wasn't even thinking about that. But, you know, I crashed that plane in 2023, November. And again, I shouldn't even be alive. Something saved my life out of that thing. But you would think, you know, oh, how does that affect a person, you know, that's a pilot and wants to go fly something again, you know? And I kind of wondered myself, but like every time I thought about it, it was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling like, oh, I'm scared. It just felt like, nah, it's, you know, it's fine. It's not flying right now is okay. And I was waiting on a part for the helicopter for like this nearly a year. Like I just got it installed, like, I'm going to say maybe 2 months ago, maybe sooner. And a little tail rotor bushing that was needed, just a little bit wore out. So maintenance item, you know, like just kind of got wore out. So I'm like, well, if you find one, you know. And the guy's like, well, this other guy, I got a whole gearbox. We're like, we don't need that. I don't need to spend, you know, $10 or $12 or $6,000, whatever the hell he wanted for this thing, for a whole gearbox just for one little part. But again, you get these helicopters, they're not really making parts for them. It's hard to get parts, you know, and everything in aviation is, you know, $1 million to fix anything. So I was like, well, he's got a friend that thinks he has one, and he did. And he's asked him a couple times, how much you want for that thing? You know, let me think about it. I'll get back to you. He never gets back to him. Like, I want to pay for the thing, you know, come on, man. So I'd asked him last week, hey, you going to be around? You know, it's been about a year. I'd like to go fly with you, you know, before just jumping in there by myself. And, yeah, I'll be around all week, you know. So I was just too busy, didn't have time last week. And then this week I go, well, it's already Tuesday. Man, I got time. And I'll just text him this morning, hey, you around this week, today? He goes, yeah, I'm here. I'm like, I'm going to come up now. Okay. So he was just greasing the rotor head when I got there, and we took it out, you know, and he's like, I'm just going to be on the, you know, I'll be on the controls with you. I know it's been a year for you. I'm like, yeah, no, please do, you know, just be on the controls with me. But all that means is his hands are on them, but he's not doing anything in case he's got to take over, you know. But I mean, I picked it right up into a hover, felt pretty good, you know, like, okay, it feels good. You know, we just hovered around, did a couple little checks, a couple more turns, set it down, pick it up. All right, let's go down to the runway, end of the runway, back taxi down this runway. And so we did. And all right, let's go for a flight, you know. And off we went. And, you know, in order to take passengers, you got to have 3 takeoff and landings within a 90-day period. And so, of course, I hadn't flown in a freaking year. And so, well, let's get my three takeoff and landings, shall we? He goes, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's good practice anyways, you know. Well, yeah, let's go. So we just did some pattern work, you know, around the airport, running the pattern. And, you know, I was wondering, am I going to be rusty? Am I going to be a little, and he was, you know, complimenting me like, man, you're hovering it really good. You know, you're doing real nice, you know. Oh, thank you, man. Just, I guess it is kind of like riding a bike, you know. It's like, I could get on a bike after not riding for years, and you just jump on it and ride it. You know, a little bit more sophisticated in a helicopter. You got to use both your feet, both your hands during takeoff and landings, right? And in particular, once you're going, you can set your collective and, RPM and stuff on that helicopter and kind of lock it in. And, you know, as long as you've got the cyclic or the main control stick, you know, where your nose is down forward at a certain speed, you'll just maintain the speed and the altitude by using the control stick. So you just have one hand on the cyclic, the control stick, and your other hand, your feet. I mean, you may have a little bit of pedal control while going forward, but not much at all, just to trim it out a little bit. But anyways, I don't know, I guess I was kind of proud of myself. I wasn't scared. I wasn't having flashbacks. Oh, you crashed. Like, if anything, I'd rather have that helicopter when that happened in the plane, because you can do an auto rotation without an engine, and those blades are spinning through the air fast. And right when you're about to touch down, you know, you do your maneuver and you just kind of skid forward a little bit and set the helicopter down. You get one shot at it, you know. I mean, same with the plane. You only get one shot at it if you lose an engine. but you don't need a freaking runway. And how long is this thing? How wide is this thing? Like, I just need a little field or opening. I mean, hell, you could do a very tight auto rotation and pull it off, you know, with no damage even to anything. So I'd rather have that when that happened, but you know, that thing, you know, tops out at about 94 knots. So maybe a little over 100 mile an hour, 104 mile an hour. My airplane could do 300 mile an hour. You know, I'm not taking that helicopter, flying it to New Mexico. It'd take me just as long as it would to drive practically. You know, a couple days, 2.5 days. But I've always liked the helicopter. It's a lot of fun. People you take for rides like the helicopter better. You know, it's just funner. It's more exciting. But I need something faster. So I'm like, man, crypto hits or something, find my treasure finally, something goes on, I want that freaking MD-500, man. Gosh, I'd love to have that helicopter. Turbine, cruise 135 knots. You can easily push it to 155 knots, no problem. Like, that's getting somewhere. You know, that's 180 mile an hour or so. You know, ish, 175, somewhere around there. Like, that's doable. I could do a trip to New Mexico in that. You know, like, I would do that. And you can have more passengers than my little helicopter. You know, so. Anyways, I did it. It's been a year. And felt good. It felt real nice, actually. So I can't wait to, you know, start flying again. My wife's friend, Rachel in particular, when can we go in the helicopter again? I'm like, well, it just got fixed. I got to get my 3 flights in, my 3 takeoff and landings. And she loves going to that thing. So anyways, that's it. Just a little update. Just driving home. I'm actually going to meet Evelyn and Ian. She's picking up Ian. I just called her. Hey, how'd your dance go? Oh, pretty good. Want to go eat lunch? She goes, I was just thinking about asking you about that. So I was like, well, where I'm at, you're waiting on Ian for another 25 minutes. I'll just head to you. So we're going to have a nice little lunch together with Ian and then us two. And then I guess back home. I don't know. Sunday, believe me and Woo Dude are going to do a live stream. I've got a bunch of questions. I asked my Patreon members, hey, you know, put questions down here in the comment section that you might want me to ask him for the live stream. So I already asked him. He said, yeah, Sunday's good. So we'll be doing a live stream Sunday, probably the standard time, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. So on that note, my friends, take it easy.